Hey guys, welcome to Girls Gone Viral, your weekly dose of all things pop culture, current events, and real talk.
I'm Bree.
And I'm Mamiana. Welcome.
Yes. So we missed a week last week, but we're back. We're so excited to be here. We have something kind of fun and funny to talk about. So I'm looking forward to the conversation. I'm looking forward to hearing your perspective.
Yeah. So, but first, let's talk about why you missed. Well, why we missed an episode.
Yeah. So last week, literally a week ago today. A week ago today was my 30th birthday. So I was celebrating. Yes. So I was in Hawaii celebrating. It was such a great trip. It was like I felt just rejuvenated, recalibrated. I really was able to just like think about goals and plans and ideas for the new decade that I'm entering. Just really set intentions and just enjoyed the time. And I'll always remember like, oh, I celebrated my 30th in Hawaii. That's always going to be something that I'm proud of and fond of, and it'll be a fond memory. So yeah, last week I was on vacation, but I'm back.
Well, glad to have you back.
Thank you.
What was the highlight of your trip?
The scenery. Everything is just so beautiful. Mm-hmm. Like everything is just so beautiful. Granted, I was in a beach town. You know, we live in Miami, so I'm no stranger to the beach. But like, bro, the water was so blue, and just the backdrop of mountains behind the beach, and not even mountain, like volcanoes. So it was like a completely different style of mountain. Mm-hmm. And also, what was really great is that because it's on the West Coast, you know, the sun rises in the east and sets on the west. Mm-hmm. So here we get the sunrise over the ocean, but we never get a sunset over the ocean. The sun sets on the west, and you know we have our beach to the east. Mm-hmm. But there, literally, it was like every single night the sky turned all of these amazing colors because the sun sets. The horizon is the ocean, or the sun is setting. Mm-hmm. So it was a completely different view of the ocean and of the sunset that I've seen. So I mean, it was just amazing. I found out so many different interesting things. Like, I didn't know that Hawaii is the most isolated land mass or like island on planet Earth. Like, it's 6 hours or 5.5 hours to the coast of California and 5.5 hours to the coast of Japan from Hawaii. It's literally the only, or it's literally the cluster of islands or island chain that is the most isolated from Earth, like from a land mass on Earth. So it was just really nice to be just like literally in the middle of nowhere. Like literally in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, it was amazing. I'll definitely go back. I'll go back again within the next year. Like I would go back and I would check out another island. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Well, you have it.
Yeah, Hawaii. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And the people are so nice. The people are so beautiful. Like the Hawaiian people, like it has a large Asian influence there. Like a lot of people from Japan, a lot of people from the Philippines, a lot of people from all over Asia. Mm-hmm. And I mean, the Asian influence with kind of the Hawaiian mix, which those are like the Tahiti, not Indonesian, what they call themselves, they have a name for their culture, Tahitian, the Tahitian island. They're like, you know, dark brown, but has kind of like that island or Asian look, like, you know, like Pacific Islander, but with the Asian influence. Like the people are very beautiful, like different looking than I've seen in most places. So yeah, I really loved it. I really enjoyed it, and they love chocolate there.
So did you come back with a boyfriend? I'm just thinking.
No, I don't have no Hawaiian. I have a boyfriend, maybe. He's Hawaiian. No. Yeah. So yeah. I had fun.
All right. Well, there you have it.
There you have it. So again, like me, you know, I can't say I do stand-up comedy. By the way,
do stand-up comedy.
I have a show on June 9th, by the way.
I'm going to insert.
June 9th, that is in a week and a half. I have a show upcoming at
You see how y'all find out stuff before I do?
Y'all are finding, they're not going to find out until Wednesday, technically.
This
so you're finding out
first.
June 9th, I have a show. Academia Improv.
I'm drinking a drink that Bree made me.
Yes, I made margaritas.
It's like mango flavored. It's so good.
I didn't get mango. Mine is just a classic margarita.
Yeah, she's so simple and basic. I just need a little extra in my.
You always have like a flair going on with everything. I'm just like, I'll just take it regular. You're like, I need hot sauce.
Yeah.
So I was saying, because I do comedy, like, you know, you actually were the one who told me the clip, to be honest. But Monique, we have Monique. But we're talking about Monique's the comedian.
But wait, hold on, my man. Hey, Dad. I'm in the middle of recording my podcast. I'm like, hold on, my man. Say that again.
What did he say?
He said I'm spoken for. Tell everybody on the podcast.
Oh.
All right, so back to Monique.
Yeah, so she's in the headlines yet again for another controversial situation. She's always snapping on somebody.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say always, but I think like lately, like within the last few years, she's been snapping.
That's always, because a few years is a long time. It's like, you can't judge somebody based off of something that they did 20 years ago. Like, I know that she has amazing content. But it's like, literally, like, you don't hear anything good that she does anymore. Everything that you hear about her is her acting a damn fool. Like, I understand that people have differences, or, you know, they don't necessarily agree on certain topics. Or I know she was complaining about her contract. She says that she felt like she didn't get what her contract agreed to. Like, yes, I understand that is a serious accusation, and it needs to be addressed. But the way that she be going about it, like, she has no kind of conflict resolution skills at all.
Yeah. I think, well, I know I remember when she was having an issue with Oprah and Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels. I was one of those, I can't lie, I was one of those people like, oh my God, like, just shut up, like, this girl, just be quiet, you messing up your money, like, and she got blacklisted, like, you just see her no movie.
Big time.
Like, you just, like, because that's the unfortunate thing about Hollywood, is like, once you get blacklisted, you are blacklisted, okay? And the thing is, like, unless you are in a powerful position, you really don't have a voice. And so you just kind of got to roll with, but, you know, if you get mistreated, oh, well, just be quiet, suck it up, or you're going to mess up your money. And so it was a big move for her to start speaking out and basically saying, like, I'm not being treated fairly, I'm not, you know, whatever. And I commend her on that part. So it's mixed feelings about that.
I absolutely agree that if you're being mistreated, that there are, like, you should speak up for yourself. Like,
yeah.
Nobody should tolerate abuse. I don't care from who or what the situation is.
Yeah.
But I also believe that there is a way to handle certain situations. Like,
I agree.
I feel like what it is not what she's saying is necessarily, not that what she's saying is wrong, but with her, it's like her approach. It is not even the delivery, because the delivery is a main thing. But it's not even her delivery. It's just like her approach is always so forward. Like, if you're dealing with Hollywood, these people got lawyers, these people got money, these people got status. Come at them the same way they would come back at you. Because if Oprah or Tyler Perry needed to confront somebody about some money or some mistreatment or anything like that, best believe they're gonna come with a team of lawyers, they're gonna come with publicists, they're gonna come with their research done, they're gonna come with their shit together.
Definitely.
You're not gonna just pop off of emotion, and because that's how they're going to be able to portray you as this, you know,
angry black woman.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what I kind of hate too, is that when it comes to black women, well, black people in general, but specifically with black women, we just can't just say it. We can't just express our emotions the way we feel, because it just turns into, oh, she's just mad again. Oh, she's just this again. It's just, and it becomes that, and it's how you're perceived.
I was actually just having this conversation. Was it last night? Today's Monday, so Saturday night. I was having this conversation on Saturday night with a friend, and it was just about. It wasn't even about black women in particular. It was about black people. Because, like, honestly, I live my life. I just mind my business. I'm living my life, seeing the world through my own eyes. I don't think in my head, like, every single action I do that I'm doing this as a black woman. I'm doing this podcast as a black woman. I'm drinking this margarita as a black woman. I'm breathing as a black woman. I'm going to work as a black woman. Like, I know that. I obviously know I'm black. I obviously know I'm a black woman. Like, that's I'm not, like, saying, oh, no, I'm not. No, that's not what it is. But when I'm living my day-to-day life, I'm just doing me. I'm not doing it, like, realizing or, like,
that the
on
world
the forefront.
Is looking at you.
Exactly. So sometimes I really have to think about it, like, yo, everything I'm doing, people are seeing it as the black girl's doing that. Like, I have to remember that. So, like, I don't see it as that. I just see it as me living my life. I'm just minding my business. I'm eating my salad. I'm drinking my margarita. I'm talking my shit to my friend, whatever. But I have to realize that the world is watching it, that, oh, this is what the black girl is doing. That black girl is doing this. Mm-hmm. And oftentimes, like, at work, like, the conversation I was having was when I worked in the jewelry store. And I worked in a really non-black environment. There were, like, 3 black people. And, you know, I'm just there doing my thing, living my life. Any little mistake that I made, like, granted, they were very good. Like, I've worked in other luxury retail companies that I felt like they treated me like a black person. At this jeweler, I didn't feel like they did, but I also realized, like, okay, any little thing that I do, they're definitely seeing it as Brianna, the black girl, is doing this. Yeah. So I definitely didn't get the slack that I didn't get. Like, I wasn't able to slack at all in that place, because I thought I would slack. But just like, you know, any little thing I do, I realize that it's being hyper criticized. So being, you know, going to Monique in her situation, like, yes, she is unfortunately giving, like, she's doing exactly what they want us to do. The stereotype, right. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I understand you're in show business, you don't feel like you're being treated fairly. There were so many other ways that she could have brought that to DL Hughley besides cussing him out on stage and dragging him to film on stage. Yeah.
I think it definitely should have been done after the event, because, you know,
or before. Like, if you knew that she wasn't the last person to go out, if that was your beef, you could have either gone up and said nothing. You could have gone up and did your set that you prepared and then mentioned it afterwards. You could have refused to go up. You could have used your voice in so many other ways than to go up and be disrespectful.
Yeah. But also, she got paid too, so you gotta also add that part in. Like, look, we're paying you to do this. You, like, okay, somebody messed up. It's clear that somebody messed up. I mean, if her contract actually says that, somebody definitely messed up. But you still got paid the same, regardless of whether your name was supposed to be, whether you were supposed to be first or last. They wrote that check, because I'm pretty sure if that check didn't clear, you wouldn't have showed up.
Right.
So you got paid what, you know, what your worth.
Agreed, right.
Yeah, you got paid with your worth. So it wasn't, I mean, the semantics of all of it could have been dealt with behind the scenes.
Exactly. And DL, did you see DL Hughley's response?
Yeah, but did you see hers?
She responded to the response? No, I didn't see her response. I saw him when he was like, if you just saw the ticket, the order of the names on the ticket, you would see, like, who's crazy or whatever he said. So, but that just means that, and he came just very calm, cool, collected. He did try her at the end. But, like,
and her response was, the fact that you pointed to the ticket sales and not the contract shows that you don't have a contract that says that you're the headliner. She snapped now. She snapped. And I totally agree with her on that. Like, he honestly, he shouldn't have said anything unless he had.
But why was she mad? So if he was the last one to perform, why was she mad at Him. Who was the one who organized the event?
It had to been the promoters or whoever.
Anyway, the way that it was just a mess. It was just
a mess.
I don't like how she does that consistently. Like, I understand maybe her and girl, why everybody keep trying you? Like,
yeah. I mean, I definitely think that she should speak out. Like, I've seen other like people in Hollywood, like Viola Davis. She speaks out about these type of things all the time.
She does.
She does it in a proper platform.
Professional, elegant, graceful, classy way.
She talks about wage inequality. She talks about black women being paid less and different opportunities. So she does it all the time, and she does it on like even bigger platforms.
Right.
But she does it the right way.
Right. So, Monique be cussing everybody out, calling all kinds of names, all this vulgar language. Like, girl, please.
Yeah. So I mean, you do have to have some tact when it comes to that. But she is who she is. Like, there's got to be a Malcolm X and there's got to be a Martin Luther King Jr. So, you know, I guess.
And then she's gonna wonder why she's gonna complain forever. And I think that this is the last straw. They ain't fucking with her ass no more.
Well, she's definitely not getting an apology from Tyler Perry. She's definitely not getting an apology from
Definitely
Oprah.
not.
She got one from Lee.
And I'm saying, even if it took, I mean, not saying that a 10-year-old apology means shit. You know, it doesn't mean anything. But like, if that's what she wanted, if she wanted that kind of apology from those main people that might get her back into the Hollywood scene, if that's what she wanted, because an apology from Oprah and Tyler Perry will do that for her.
Yeah.
But what she would have needed to do is just chill out. You know what I mean? But every single time that she keeps adding on to this plate of, like, I just see like a stack of pancakes, and every time another pancake gets added onto this stack, it's a lesser chance for you to ever get that apology, because it's like, if you just kept it cute and then, you know, got back up, did your work, started building your brand, doing whatever it is. Like, I know that was like 50 Cent was gonna put her on. Like, if she started building her brand from the bottom up and kept it cute and didn't get into any more controversy, it's a possibility that in the future she would have gotten her apology. She would have gotten back onto the A-class celebrity too. Yeah. But girl, every time you do that, it's not gonna happen. Even if it's deserved, it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, because she was definitely supposed to go up. Like, after that Precious movie, winning an Oscar, like, she's supposed to be up from there. Like, but it is a game, and you have to play the game.
Right.
And I think when you talk about people like Oprah and Tyler Perry, like, these people are self-made.
Right.
These people are, yes, they have probably, like, you know, kissed a few asses.
Absolutely. And I'm pretty sure that when they have gotten in situations where they felt like they were treated unfairly, they handled it differently. And I'm pretty sure that they have gone through it too. Being a black, like, Oprah's a black woman too.
Of course.
So
remember, they told her, like, you're fat, you're black, you're never gonna. There
was another situation where she was saying that her boss, she found out that her male co-host was making, like, exponentially more than she was. And when she brought it up to her boss, they were like, do you have to pay for kids to go to college? He has to pay for kids' college tuition. And she's like, yeah, but we do the same work. He's like, yeah, but he has more bills. And that was his explanation of why they don't get paid the same amount. So it's like, yeah, she's gone through it. And then you never hear a story of her cussing out that man. You know what I mean? Like, so...
Yeah, so, it's a lot that she can. Yes, she's 30 years in the game. Yes, she's experienced. Yes, she's good at what she does. But it's a lot that she can learn
really
from
ghetto mindset out of.
Yeah,
like, you don't cuss people out to.
Baltimore.
Yeah, I thought she was from Detroit, wherever the hell she's from. But you don't cuss people out to get. Like, that's not how you win more beef with honey.
Yeah, she can learn. She can learn something from these people, like, that have created these, like, created platforms to be able to actually do more than what she has been able to do. Like, people like Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey, they've opened doors for other African American people, and other black people just in general, just by them having the platform that they have and using their platform wisely. So she could also be in that position if she does what she needs to do the correct way. And they've done more for the African American community as a whole, like in that industry, than anyone
Right.
has ever done. Like the amount of people that Tyler Perry has given a chance.
Right.
Like, I mean, you've seen some of his earlier films and some of the shows. That, like some of those people, like you could definitely tell, like they were like new at what they did.
Right.
Like they weren't the best, but he gave them a shot.
Right.
So.
And then from there, it's been up from there from them.
Yeah, I remember the girl who put her face on a billboard and put Tyler Perry hired me or something like that. And years later, she ended up being casted in one of his hit TV shows. I forgot the name of the show, but she ended up being casted. He didn't even know who she was. He didn't even know that was the same woman.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he didn't know. But it's just those type of things that come full circle. So just imagine if he wasn't who he was, how would he even have the opportunity to be able to give that girl a shot?
Right.
So I mean, you got to think of the bigger picture and not just me.
Right.
Me.
I think she's very self-centered in the way that she approaches her situation.
Yeah, definitely. But good luck.
I know. You go, girl.
Hope it works out for you.
I mean, it's working out for her. She's doing really. I mean,
yeah.
The fact that we can sit here and talk about her means that she's made it to a place where people know who she is. But you know, you kind of don't want to have that like negative connotation behind it. Like, you know, I know all press is good press, or you know, whatever they say, but not quite.
Yeah. And it looks like she'll be in a 50 Cent show soon.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Nobody likes 50 Cent either. So
50 Cent is the epitome of just pissing people off.
So literally all the, you know, the people who everybody hates gather together. And
I think it's going to be fire. So.
Yeah, the only people who everybody hates gather together, and there's going to be some fire shit.
Yeah. So, what's the topic for today?
So what is it?
Girl code versus grow up. Okay.
So this might be like, I know some women are gonna be like, no, that's girl code. But I have a kind of different perspective on girl code. Like, not that I don't agree with girl code, but like sometimes I feel like it's a very immature mindset.
Okay, so let's get into it. Let's talk about the first thing.
Okay.
Can we date the same guy but not at the same time? As a friend.
Okay, so give me a scenario and then I'll tell you what I feel about it. Like, give me a scenario.
Okay, I dated a guy maybe a few years ago.
How many years ago?
I don't know, 2, 3, maybe 5 years. It doesn't matter.
It matters. It doesn't matter. Last year or 10 years ago?
Not last year. Maybe like 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
4 years ago, I dated a guy.
Okay.
Maybe we had a good decent relationship, like 2 years. Not like nothing too crazy, but 2 years.
You guys dated for 2 years.
2 years.
Okay.
And then you guys happen to meet at a party. Like you went to each other
away from you. And I don't know that you dated him.
No, you know.
Okay.
You know.
I know him. I know him as okay.
Oh boy.
Okay.
It's been a long time since. And then all of a sudden y'all just start vibing, like y'all vibing.
No, I can't.
Okay, so what situation would that allow you to?
Not someone who my friend has dated for 2 years and I know him because he's my friend's ex-boyfriend. No.
Okay, so what situation?
A situation where I could be like, can we date the same guy but not at the same time is I dated a guy. We went out on, let's say we dated for 3 months. Very casual. We liked each other. We were vibing, but for whatever reason, it didn't work out.
Did you have sex or didn't have sex?
Let's say we did have sex. Let's say we had sex. Let's say we did. Let's say we did. We vibed 3 months. You know, it just didn't really pop off. No hard feelings. No hard feelings. You know, whatever. He's not like a significant person on my like when I go down my list of significant relationships and like these relationships that I've created that made an impact on my life, he is not on that list. You know what I mean? He's just somebody who I had a good time with for a short amount of time. And then knowing me, I don't say shit to nobody about nothing. You probably didn't even say this. You probably don't even know this man.
No, but that's something similar like that happened to us before when we met the same guy.
Yeah. And we both went on a date with this guy.
We both went on a date. It wasn't at the same time, but we both.
Like you went on a date with him, and what was like maybe 6 months later, I met him on the line, and I dated him. I went on a date with him.
I don't know how long ago it was. It may have been like a year later or something. But we both like went on a date.
And I remember you telling me about that date too.
And you were like, "Oh, so I met a guy."
And then I'm telling you like, "Was he light skinned?" I'm like, "Yeah." You're like, "He was a son." Did I tell you he brought his son to our date? Girl, that man was crazy as hell. I would. Okay, we're gonna go into that, but let's finish the conversation that we were just at hand. Girl. So,
and I was saying, keep dating him if you like him.
No, and I stopped dating him. Honestly, okay, a situation like that. Let's say him and I had hit it off. I would feel like, okay, I would be justified in dating him. Like, you didn't like him. You went on one date with him. Y'all didn't do nothing. Y'all didn't even kiss. Yeah. You didn't like him. If a year later I meet him completely away from you and I like him, like, you would feel like that would be wrong?
No, I was telling you, like, date him because I didn't like him.
Right.
So it's not like I'm gonna see y'all together and feel jealous or insecure. Like,
I didn't like him either, so that just didn't materialize because he was a freaking girl. Okay, so I'm gonna go into that, okay, so I dated a guy for 3 months. We did have sex. He was not a significant figure for me. 2 years later, you introduced me to you tell me about a guy and you said, show me a picture and I see him and I'm just like, I would not feel no way.
I would throw up. I would throw like, girl, you did what? Wait, you dated him and you slept with him? Oh my God, I'm about to throw up. No, you gotta go.
I wouldn't feel no way. I feel like you can have him.
No, but I don't want him. Like, after I know that, I don't want him. Especially if you had sex. Like, that's like having sex with you. Like,
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
So every time you have sex with a man, that means like you're having sex with every single woman that you have.
Technically, yeah.
I mean, if you're talking about the AIDS clock or whatever they teach you in school.
Spiritually.
But okay, that means you fucked 8,000 women.
Probably have.
8 billion women.
Probably have, but I don't want it to be my friend.
Shit, the way that this world is set up, it probably happened before.
I can't do it. It's just a mental fact that I know. Mm-hmm. Like, had I not known and I never do, that's different. But just the fact that I know, I'm just like, nah, man, I can't. And then he has bragging rights for the rest of his life. Like, I had 2 friends.
That's true. But if he's your soulmate, he's not gonna use that against you.
He's my soulmate.
Don't let his whole past stop you from getting your man out.
I don't believe in my soulmate. I believe in multiple soulmates, so you can go.
That man that we both went on a date with. So you went on one date with him?
One date.
I think I went on like 3.
Right after the date, because after the date, he said, "So what you doing after this?" That's what I knew. That was my cue.
He wasn't like that
what
with
you
me.
Doing after this?
He wasn't like that. I don't remember. I remember he lived far. Like he lived like all the way in West Palm Beach.
Yeah. He wanted me to come back to his house.
He used to drive down. Like, so I lived in Holland. He used to drive down and meet me at the Gulf Stream. Like, I think we went on 3 dates. I want to say 3. I'm trying to think. I can think of 2 off the top of my head. But I feel like there was one before, but I can't remember where. I can't remember him. I remember 2 dates for sure. I remember one time we came to Gulfstream. One time we went to Pembroke Gardens. And I feel like the Gulfstream date was not our first date. But I can't remember anything prior to that. But, damn, let me see. I can't remember. I want to say 3. I'm going to say 3, but I can't remember the first one. But he used to always come down. Like, the first time, or I can't remember the first time. But the second time, I think it was the second time we met at Gulfstream. It was like 5 minutes away from my house and like an hour and a half away from his house. The third time we met, which I feel like is the third time, but it may have been the second time, is because I had to drop off Eli at my parents' house to babysit. And so then we met up like by my parents' house, like in Pembroke Gardens. So yeah, he never tried to like take me home or nothing. But what made me stop messing with him or stop talking to him is because on the 3rd date he brought his kid with him. He brought his son. He had like a 6-year-old son, y'all. He brought the kid to the date. And I was like, oh my God. Hi.
Because you was giving him all this time and attention.
But why would he bring his kids to a 3rd date?
Because you was making him think y'all was going to be forever. When I was talking to him, no, honestly, when I was talking to him on the phone, like we was going hard on the phone. Like on the phone, we were talking like every day, like multiple times.
We never
like
did
it
that.
was a vibe on the phone. Like I liked him on the phone. But then when I met him in person, I just like I don't like this guy at all.
I don't think we ever spoke on the phone. We always used to text.
No,
but anyway, that was like how long ago was that? Like I remember we found out about it at like Kalia's second birthday.
COVID. It was like during COVID shutdown kind of thing, or after the shutdown kind of thing. COVID.
I don't remember.
We found out on Kalia's
second birthday.
My daughter's second birthday party.
So that was what year? 2020.
It was the same. It had to have been the same year.
No. At the birthday party, I had went on the date with him like 2 weeks ago.
It was definitely the same.
But was that year 2020?
But I think, yeah.
Okay.
But I dated him like earlier that year or something, or like during the I know it was during the COVID. It was either right before COVID. I think it was either right before the COVID shutdown or something like that. It was when I literally first started getting back out there and dating. So yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
Anyway.
Yeah, so I wouldn't feel no way.
I would. So next question, should your friend date your crush?
I think that this is one of the ones that is like grow up.
Grow up?
Yeah.
You know me, Bree.
It's not about that. Okay. If I like some boy, Okay, you know the boy I always send you pictures of on Instagram where I'm like, he is so fine. I want to hop on his top with him on this damn boat.
Yeah.
Okay, he's just an Instagram person. Like, he's like somebody with like 100K followers.
No, we're talking about a real life crush. Like, somebody you like know in person. And I know you like that person. But
who do I like?
I'm just saying, I don't know nobody.
I don't like anybody.
I'm just saying, like, let's just say you like
Who
somebody.
do you like? We don't have to say who it is, but like, who do we like? I don't like nobody. I mean, I like my man, the man that I talk to, but I don't like I don't have a crush on nobody.
But just hypothetically, you had a crush on a guy.
Like, give me an example of somebody who I could, like. I'm just trying to conceptualize it. Okay, I know. Okay, what about the guy? I don't want to say it.
I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about?
The one that I saw on Tinder.
No. Who are you talking about? I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh,
ew. No. I mean, no, because I dated him. We went on dates.
Okay.
Like, no. I'm talking about the guy who, okay, look at my hand. You know where I'm going?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So let's say that guy, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say I was crushing on him, which I'm not, by the way. Let's say I was crushing on him, right? And let's say you guys didn't have your...
slide in your DMs or anything?
Low key, but never like
going hard.
What's good. But he has been like, oh, cool, where's that? And I'm like, just say hello. Yeah.
Start a conversation.
Right.
Like, what would you like me to say that?
Exactly. So let's say him. He's like a general person.
Yeah.
Let's say I was like, oh yeah, he's cute. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then you were like, okay, and then we all linked. Okay, or vice versa. Let's say you have a history with him. Like, you had known him for years prior or whatever. Let's say you had a crush on him and you were like, oh, this is this guy, I didn't have a crush. And then when we met, like, it was just spark. But you never told him that you had a crush on him.
Yeah, I just buy him around.
You just never nothing. Like, it was just like you just were crushing from a distance, but he doesn't know. You never said nothing. It's not that serious. You just crushing on him. And then we met that night, and then it was just like sparks flying everywhere. Like, because it kind of was sparks flying.
Normally, I would be salty, but I wouldn't say nothing.
You would be salty?
So salty.
Really?
Inside, I wouldn't say nothing though.
So that is me when I say grow up.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna.
I would be like, dang, okay. First of all, I should have shot my shot when I when I had the opportunity. But at the same time, it's kind of just like, why would I feel like this is not like there's so many men.
I wouldn't feel salty towards you. I would just feel like so like,
dang,
like.
Yeah.
I should let him know I liked him.
Right.
Like, now I have to see him with my friends.
Right.
Like, and then I gotta like unlike him.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
yeah. So
That's true.
I personally, I wouldn't do that. Like, I did that before when I was like going to the ninth grade. My cousin had a crush on this guy. And then she always talking to him on the phone all the time, but I don't think he liked her, but they used to talk on the phone like as friends. And then I met him, and I was like, oh, he's kind of cute. And then we started talking on the phone all the time, and then he started liking me, and I started liking him back. But if I was like an adult, like I definitely wouldn't have done that, like to my cousin or even a friend. Like if you like the guy, he off limits to me. Like
But why?
I don't know. Like I
would understand if you liked him and you pursued him or something like that. But if it is nothing there, like I don't know, you go have a whole just like a crush. First of all, grow up.
Like you would literally have to say to me, like you would have to like I would have to know like that your feelings are intact. Like if I feel like I'm hurting your feelings, I couldn't do it. Like you would literally have to verbally say to me, no, seriously, it's really okay.
Right,
like you know,
right. That's fair.
Yeah,
that's
like
fair.
if you didn't say that to me, I couldn't do it. Like because I wouldn't want to hurt your feelings. Like and then I'm like, okay, like now I can't even talk to him about you. Like that's the weird thing.
But why
like,
would you want to talk to him about me anyway?
No, but I'm saying I can't talk to my friend about the guy. Like you know you have like girl talking stuff. I can't like it's gonna feel awkward.
Right.
I just don't want any of that awkward stuff.
Right.
Like, you know, I just would prefer like you don't know him.
No, that would definitely be a preference. That would definitely be a preference. But like okay, so the guy that you were trying to say about before, the one that you kind of mentioned, this one, and I was like, no, you talked about go away. Because I dated him. I've been to his house.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah, like that could have happened too because like
I know. You gotta go.
But like we never had a like I've never had a conversation with this man outside of that, but like that could have easily happened.
I know, but I would have told you right away. Like
that's why whenever I meet somebody on a dating app, I'm like, look, this is the person. So if you ever come across this person, you're like, oh no.
No, that person I met through.
Yeah, you know through somebody else, but I saw him on a dating app and we almost matched. And then I was like, left or right? And then I was like, I was pondering.
But you know what's crazy? Now that I like know him personally, I would still feel away just because at one point I really liked him. But now he's so unattractive to me. Like I realize he's a Samuelite.
Kevin Samuelite. That's what we call Kevin Samuel's followers. Yeah. Kevin Samuelite.
He's a Samuelite that pretends to be not a Samuelite.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So anyways,
next question. The last topic.
Next question is her boyfriend your husband? So is there ever a time where it's like, okay, let's just say, I will put it in like a better perspective, like than what probably would ordinarily come across. Let's just say you have a friend and he's a guy and he's always telling you about his relationship problems, but you have the biggest crush on him, like you like him, but y'all are friends, but he has a girlfriend and he's always coming to you telling you about his relationship problems. And you're an attractive person, like you know, like if you like, you know, he's kind of flirting with you a little bit, like you know, you could get him if you wanted him. You know what I'm saying? Like, could he possibly be your husband, or should you just be like, nah, I'ma chill with you?
I have a friend like that. You met him?
What?
You met him?
I met him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So he's literally just my friend. I have no interest in
But
that.
does he have a girlfriend?
He is a hot mess. He's a hot mess, but he's recently started dating somebody. I would say within the last, I don't know however many months, like 3-4 months or so. Not saying that I think that this man is my husband, but just to conceptualize it, like just to have a vision of the concept. Like that man, if let's say I did crush on him and he had a girlfriend who was just like some little girl. And I felt like, listen, this is my soulmate. This is my man.
You were trying to steal her man.
I would just keep friending my friends. And then,
I would say I've never once thought about being the other woman.
I wouldn't be the other woman. I would take him.
No, but I mean,
it would be mine.
It was one time I was at a really low place in my life.
I've been the other woman before. At first, I didn't know. Like, at first, when I, I met the guy, whatever, and then, when we were already, into it, when I was already, too deep in my feelings, I found out that he had another woman. And then it was just
I was the other woman. It was a horrible situation. I had low self-esteem or something. I don't know. But I was for, a couple of months. It wasn't
a pretty long time.
It was a couple. I wouldn't say a other woman. He's dating me, whining and dining me, and taking me out. But it was more he was my man first, and then we broke up, and then he ended up in another relationship with somebody else. But I wasn't ready to let him go, so I was doing things to basically entice him to come back to me, type of thing. And he did not leave me. He didn't leave the girl to be with me. Actually, I think I ended it before that can even happen or whatever. But I've definitely been that person. I want him back.
No, I've never done that. My situation of being the other woman, it was I have kind of two situations. The first one was I met him, we vibed, whatever. We started talking, we started dating, and that was my man. You couldn't tell me that wasn't my man. And then it's 6 months into it, literally, I found out that he has a whole girlfriend, a real relationship, that he had been with this girl for however many years. I don't even know, but literally, if I didn't find out, and I found out through MySpace at the time, or was it Facebook maybe? But it was over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I found out through, I want to say it was MySpace or early Facebook. But I didn't find out that. And that was me doing and it was by accident. It was me clicking on this page and then clicking on that page. Ooh, let me see what he's doing here. Who would it? And I'm hold up. If I didn't find out through that, I would have never known. I was with this man all the time. I was 18.
Where was his
He was 21. I was with him all the time.
Did he live with a girl?
No, because I would be at his house. He lived with his homeboy.
Oh, so that's
they
how
had
they
had they were. It was him and two other boys that were roommates. And yeah, he had a whole nother girlfriend.
And it was his childhood sweetheart type of thing.
I mean, I don't know what their situation was, but
he said he was 21 and he was with her for years, so there had to been a high school sweetheart type of situation.
Right, but literally,
that her in college,
whatever. But I found out that he had a real whole girlfriend way before me. That was the first time. The second time was I met this guy. We really liked each other. We hit it off great. We were together every day, all the time, never ending, never nothing. He had a girlfriend, but long distance. The girl lived in another state, and he hadn't seen her in over a year. So I'm oh yeah, that's not your girlfriend. That is you trying to. You're bored, and you're just talking to this girl on the phone. That is not your girlfriend. I'm your girlfriend. That's it. And then she was my boyfriend, and that's it. That girl's not your girlfriend. You haven't seen her in a year. What you mean you haven't seen each other in a year? This was way before the pandemic. This is 2013 or something like that. This is after
that's not a relationship.
That's not your girlfriend. I'm your girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so what about the girl that's just she know y'all going strong, y'all going heavy, and she's just nah, I want him. No, God told me that's my man, that's my husband. I had a friend that happened to her. She was married, and a woman came and knocked on her door talking about God told me he's my husband because he was cheating with her, whatever. It was some craziness. And guess what?
He left her and married the other girl? They're still married?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember if my friend left him or He left my friend. I don't remember
But
how
he's
it
married
went.
to the other girl.
He's married to her.
Honestly, I think that if you're cheating on me with some other girl, like, I'm not saying you cheated. I'm not saying that I tolerate cheating or that I like condone cheating in any way. But cheated and cheating is different to me.
Yeah, it is.
It's different. You know, I'm not saying that I think either of them are right, but I could maybe get past cheated. I cannot get past cheating. You know?
Yeah, cheating is a lifestyle.
Right.
That's
right.
like, you gonna keep this going.
Right.
As long as you, until you can't, like, you're gonna ride it until the wheels
Right.
fall
A
off.
cheater be cheating. Someone who cheated may not be a cheater.
Yeah.
So I say that to say this. If you cheated on me, maybe I can get past that. I could probably work past it. But if you're cheating on me, like if you're telling me that there's another woman, I see this other woman, this woman has the audacity to come to my door, this woman has the audacity to say something to my face, this woman has the audacity to make herself known, like yo side chick needs to be a fucking invisible person that knows damn well that she better not fucking push it.
Yeah.
Once you can't control
they,
your hoes, that means that you have lost control over the situation.
well, now she when that happens, like, she is his woman.
Yeah, no,
like,
I would have been out of
they,
there. The second she makes herself known to me, I'm out of there because she has way too much influence over in my relationship, over my man. For me, that's not my man. Like, that's our man, and I don't want to, like, okay, if you are the side chick who you fucking know that you don't say nothing, like, you know your place, that's one thing. Like I said, she did. You hunched my man one time, and you know that that's what you did, that's what you are, and you don't ever, I don't know you. That's something that if I find out about, maybe we can work past and get past. But some woman who is like, this is me, here I am, I'm not scared to make myself known to you. Not even about scared like I'm going to beat you up. Scared about like, my man has made it comfortable enough for you to be like, you can show yourself. That you can have that, and I don't want him. At all. Yeah. Period. And I will not feel bad about it. I do not miss him. I do not want him. I do not need it. Like, that is somebody that is just like, that's definitely. Like, that's not
yeah. I agree. But yeah, I mean, guess what, guys? It is Memorial Day.
It is Memorial Day.
So we gotta say shout out to all of the people
the veterans
who just like go to war for us and protect us on a day-to-day basis. And you know, rest in peace to those who have lost their lives, and God bless their families and their friends who have lost them. And yeah, I mean,
and it's a beautiful day, so I'm probably gonna go to the beach.
Yeah, it is.
It's really a beautiful day. It's an amazing day. Usually Memorial Day is raining.
Yeah, and it's been kind of low key. I don't know.
It's quiet. Miami is quiet. I thought I was gonna have a problem getting here, like traffic and stuff, but yeah, it's been chill.
So kind of chill. I don't know. So yeah, I'm trying to go do some barbecues from somebody's house,
somebody's
some baking,
and
just gonna hang out. It's a nice sunny day. It was raining, but it's not raining.
It rained today?
Down here, yeah.
It didn't rain.
It rained earlier here in Miami. So yeah. Thank you for watching.